Tonight, this is for you guys in the room. I'm really fired up to be with you. What we do best, I think, is our Cocktails and Conversations events. And we mean that wholeheartedly. We have some cocktails, we talk, we have girl talk, guy talk, whoever's in the room. Our heart is always to connect with all of you. So to start the night, we should do a big cheers to everybody. Congratulations on earning the event. I wish I could be there with you locally, but if we can't, we'll do a virtual cheers and get this baby one. For any of you who don't know me, what I'll do tonight is I'll start just telling you a little bit about myself and kind of how I got started with this company. We'll really talk about the brand. The brand is who and what we're so passionate about, these doctors. And even though we love our brand, we wouldn't have much of a business if we didn't have phenomenal products. So I'm going to go kind of high level over all of those with you guys tonight. We'll talk about some press and awards that we're getting, which are really exciting. And then we'll end it up with the opportunity and see how this might be a good fit for any of you in the room. So again, thanks for having me. My name is Jaime Peterson. I am what's called an RFX Circle leader for the company, and all that really means is I have a really great team that I get to work with every day who I just adore. I've been doing this business for 6.5 years. My background is in the stock market. I was a financial advisor, and I was in the market for about 13 years. I loved what I did. It's actually how I met my husband, Brett. But about 6.5 years ago, I was personally looking for something different. I did love to work and I loved a challenge, but I also had these 2 little kids under 2. And I quickly recognized that I just didn't want to have a boss. I didn't have to want to put in for time for Christmas vacations, and I didn't want to have to wait for the market to close to go see my babes. So I was looking for something different. My mom actually introduced this opportunity to me. And very honestly, I had originally kind of told her and my sisters no. I thought, gosh, if I didn't know what I didn't know. I was pretty naive to direct sales, and I just didn't think it was going to be the same kind of field as my professional career. And I was pretty naive to the industry, to be very honest with you. Very fortunately, however, my mom and my sisters kind of stayed on me and encouraged me to take a deeper look at this company. And so I had this incredible opportunity to meet and hear from our former CEO and president. Her name is Lori Bush, and she was coming to Chicago to speak. And so I went to this event, honestly, to be a good daughter and to learn from a really smart businesswoman. And I didn't really have a whole lot of expectations of changing my mind. But I did change my mind that night for 2 significant reasons. Number one, I loved Lori's message about how Rodan Fields was out to redefine direct sales. So all the things that I know that I was really hesitant about, we were out to change, making this a virtual platform, basically a virtual franchise, no party plan, no paperwork, state-of-the-art technology. We didn't have to deliver inventory. And from my perspective, I thought, gosh, I'm really busy. Everyone I know is really busy. This to me is a smart business for smart people. So I was already starting to come over that kind of hesitation of direct sales, because I thought, whether I'm naive about the industry or we're just going to do it different, we're so different that I'm great with this. But significantly, the thing that made all the difference in the world and kind of had me at hello was when she told us about her background with our doctors. So I'm sure most of you guys in the room have heard of them, but Dr. Katie Rodan and Dr. Kathy Fields are the creators of Proactiv. She told us that when she was running Neutrogena in the early 90s, she said these 2 beautiful doctors from Stanford came to her with this acne product they had just got done creating called Proactiv, and they were trying to sell it to Neutrogena. And she said, we could see that it worked, but we didn't think people were going to buy it next to Claricel because that price point was too different. And we didn't think most people would use a multi-step approach to acne care. So we passed on the opportunity of Proactiv, said, you 2 are beautiful, you should be on TV. Well, I think most of us know the story of Proactiv. They went on to own 83% of the global acne market through Proactiv, and we're a success across the world. She told us that night, within 2 years, Proactiv was bigger than all of Neutrogena put together. It was the biggest professional mistake she had ever made, and she kind of vowed that, gosh, if she ever had the chance to work with our doctors again, she was going to. And so that's why she was running our company. And I have to tell you, I heard that story and I thought, this is my job as an investment advisor. I look for companies that are great in timing or relatively low in their investment process, and I recommend them to my clients. And although I don't know anything about skincare, I know if they've done it once, they're probably going to do it again. And just maybe this will be my way out of the stock market. So I jumped in. I did it alongside my career in the stock market for the first year. I did about 10 hours a week along that my career and 2 little kids and a husband and a crazy stock market. And after a year, I was able to retire. I think it's really important, first of all, to show the legitimacy of this business. And one of the coolest parts about this business is that it grows as you grow. So when I started this, honest to God, my goal was if I can pay the mortgage payment and do this around my kids, have my own gig and have flexibility, life would be complete. That is exactly what my original goal was. However, this business grows as you grow, and I fell more and more in love with it with every passing year. And what started out as a mortgage payment has now grown into a high multiple 6-figure income. And the only way that could happen is because this brand is second to none, and these products actually do what they say they're going to do. I work hard, but I work the same as I did in my career before, or college, or marriage, or being a mom, or anything in life. So the beautiful thing about this business, you guys, is it can be a shameless shoe fund, a mortgage payment, a plan B, or a significant legacy. And that's what we're here to talk about tonight. I will tell you along the way, my favorite part is this team GiVe. We're here to build each other up and have a culture of giving back and really doing that in meaningful ways. It has been one of the greatest blessings of my life. So I'm really thankful to get to connect with all of you guys tonight, and certainly meet your friends and your biggest cheerleaders, because it's just such a cool thing that we get to do to help people feel great about themselves and redefine a life on their terms. So that's a little bit about me. So let's talk about this brand. I'm sure all of you in the room have heard of Proactiv or have a story. And I covered a lot of that in my own story, but I just want to bring a couple things to your attention. Clearly, we know all the success of Proactiv. It started in 1994. The thing about our doctors, and I've had the really great privilege to get to know them pretty well over the last few years, is that they truly love dermatology and they love entrepreneurism. So not only have they created Proactiv, and during that time, they both still practiced and they both still teach, and they still do that today. Along the way, they recognize, well, acne is a huge, significant thing in people's lives. And it's actually kind of why Dr. Katie Rodan actually wanted to start Proactiv in the first place, because she suffered from acne as a teenager. What they were seeing in their medical offices is, of course, all of us are aging all the time. People were coming to them for reversing those signs of aging. And so they wanted to develop a new company focused on a more complete clinical skincare line. They didn't want to do it through the infomercial market. So this time they actually did it through high-end retail. So in 2002, they launched Rodan and Fields Dermatologists. Now, we were in stores like Nordstrom and Bloomingdale's and Henry Bendel. What was really interesting is when we entered into that space, Estee Lauder purchased us. You see, Estee Lauder owns a lot of different companies, but what they really needed underneath their umbrella was a clinical skincare brand. And so when they saw our clinical results, and clinical isn't a word that we take lightly, everything we bring to market goes through a clinical study. We measure the results. We have a 60-day empty bottle guarantee, and we'll get into that in a few minutes. We were the clinical component to Estee Lauder. We actually did very, very well. So for all the guys that might be in the room, or people that are kind of like, why are we in this channel? We'll get into that. We did very well. In fact, in a number of the Nordstrom stores we were in, we were the #1 clinical brand. But I don't know about you guys. I'm a pretty busy mom and business owner, and so I actually don't get Nordstrom that often. But I'm a pretty good friend of Nordstrom.com. Is there anyone else out there similar to me, where you might not get to the department stores, but you buy online fairly often? So if you're in the #1 brand where nobody's going, you're not growing that way. So what they recognized was they had this amazing brand that really delivered. They were just in the wrong space. They were doing so well because of the referral, right? People's skin was actually changing, and people were telling their girlfriend. During this same time, a number of different things in the economy was happening. I was feeling this in our household for sure. The stock market was way down. But we had a couple of different things happening too. There was this huge rise in social media, and there was all these skincare in place. So they said to themselves, we've got a great brand. We've got a great company. We are just in the wrong channel. So for the first time ever, a brand of this establishment, which bought themselves back from Estee Lauder, purposefully left the retail setting and launched into direct sales under the pretense that they were going to redefine it. where people can make this what they wanted it to be. Have a great comp plan, have a virtual franchise, bring clinical skincare to the masses, and really allow people to participate in building this at their own pace. So that is who we are as a brand. I will give you a little perspective. We started March 1st of 2008 at $0 of revenue. As of last year, at the end of 2015, we entered at and ended at $627 million, which is second to only Clinique. We passed both Estee Lauder and Lancome last year. So it was a very exciting time and clearly speaks to how smart this brand is when we decided to completely leverage social commerce. So that's who we are as a brand. So let's talk about our products. We are a multi-med therapy clinical skincare line with a 60-day empty bottle guarantee. Why do we do that? Because we actually don't believe that samples can actually do any justice for the products. We want you to use the products that make sense for you to actually deliver results where you can monitor them. That's why one of the reasons when you get our products, every box comes with a little sticker on it that says, take your before picture so we can monitor your results, okay? One of the things to really help you is we have a solution tool, which is on your, it's an app, it's on your website, and it really takes the guesswork out for people like myself who knew nothing about skincare and wanting to make sure that our friends and family and people who trust us get the perfect results for them. So if you're in the room and you haven't done that yet, you're surely going to want to try our solution tool so we get you the perfect regimen for you. So let's start kind of high level. I'm not going to go into all the details because your experts in the room there can do that for you. But the first one I'm going to talk about is our reverse regimen. When I say we were number one in a lot of those Nordstrom stores is because of this. Reverse is kind of considered boot camp for your skin. If you have freckles, hyperpigmentation, melasma, this is really going to reduce that appearance of that darkness, that sallowness in your skin, the dark pigmentation. This is the place to be if you want to just turn back the clock, reverse that, and have that natural resiliency come back in your skin. I love Reverse. I use it every single morning. Second one I'll talk about is Unblemished. Unblemished is just a totally different formulation than Proactiv. I don't love to compare the two because I just think they're totally different. If you have a teenager who you're not sure is going to use it every day, I'd probably suggest have them start with Proactiv because it's a great place to start. If you're somebody who is going to use this every day and you're committed to really just taking away, changing the way those acne pimples are kind of taking over your life at times, Unblemished is a great place to be. I've had so many success stories of how this has just really changed people's confidence. I love this product. I'm always really confident and excited to share it with people, and I think you will be too. Soothe might be the most near and dear to my heart. Soothe is really great for changing the appearance of redness in your skin. My kids always tended to have lots of rashes and different things on their arms and things, and Soothe is the place to be. It's going to really calm your skin. In fact, you'll see in our clinical studies that within 5 minutes, it's going to reduce the redness in your skin by over 50%. And over the course of 2 weeks, it'll reduce the redness by 70%. For somebody that does suffer from rosacea or any kind of redness or sensitivity in their skin, that's going to make a huge, huge difference. I love it. As for all the moms out there, this is also a great thing just to put on, those bug bites or sunburns or anything that's going to calm the skin. Soothe number 2 is basically in every bathroom in my house. It's the family go-to. We love it. All right. But while we love everything, this baby, the Redefine line, and again, I'm not showing you every component of these lines. I know they're in the rooms with you guys there. I just want to do kind of high level. Redefine is our anti-aging line. This is what we're out to own in this industry, okay? So when we are getting older, very sadly, after 30, we lose 1% of our collagen production a year. So we need to stop the clock or reverse the clock. And that's what we go to Redefine for. It's really going to help with the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, pore size, just really bringing back that resilience in your skin. I swear by this. I've been using this product in combination with Reverse for about 6.5 years. And I truthfully like my skin better today than when I started this business. And I'm 38 today. So that's saying something. Not today. I mean, my birthday's not today. But I'm 38 years old. So I love Redefine. It is a great place to be. And it always shows really, really great results, which I'm excited about. every man and woman needs a great eye cream. So I can honestly tell you that our Redefine multifunction eye cream can go with any regimen. I just love the way it brightens up your eyes, really helps with those wrinkles around your eyes, and just kind of takes that clarity and that puffiness that we can sometimes get as well. So that is our complete clinical skincare line, really solutions for the basic skincare concerns. With everything you guys have there, you're going to have clinicals showing you exactly from our clinical studies how the appearance of that width and depth of a wrinkle has changed, the pore size, the redness in the skin, maybe hyperpigmentation. So if you're a person who wants to see those things, go ahead and do that. Also, just knowing too, everything we do has hundreds of before and after pictures. I love these. I love to see the change in the skin because, you know, you can look at clinicals all day long, which are super powerful, and I love them. But when you see someone's skin totally change, that's just really, really powerful. So that's for our basic regimens. Now, our doctors are dermatological gurus or cosmetic dermatologists, and so I think they're always on the cutting edge of bringing the best and greatest things to us. One of those things is this little baby, this AmpMD roller. These are one of the tools that we offer, and for me, this has amped up my results from the very beginning. I was a part of the company when we launched this. This was actually named as the best spent minute in anti-aging on the Today Show. What it does is it's got 192 clinical grade acupuncture needles on it. And it's really just going to prepare your skin for all the different medicines and cosmeceuticals and the products that we offer. So by simply rolling this over your skin for about 1 minute, one time, I do it daily. Some people with more sensitive skin would probably do it every other day or maybe once a week. You're going to really watch how your skin reacts to the products. But what it's going to do, like I said, it's going to prepare your skin for a nightly renewing serum and follow it with the Redefine line or whatever that product you're using is. If you have sensitive skin, you're going to really want to pay attention to the solution tool because it'll tell you to wait on things like this. But for me, I spend special attention right between my eyes or along the sides as I'm, like I said, or that neck. We never want to forget the neck. I am fighting the signs of aging at every step of the way. So I love my AmpMD roller. Those clinical grade acupuncture needles last for about a year. So really great investment in yourself. And then finally, our acute care patches. So for all of you out there that might be like, okay, I need to do a little bit more than just my Redefine or AmpMD. I want to consider, or I am considering, or I'm doing things like maybe Botox and Restylane and Fraxel laser treatments. This is going to be a substitute to that. Our acute care was actually in Forbes for how innovative this technology was last year. And really what this is they look like Band-Aids, right? It's probably everyone out there that looks like a Band-Aid, but they're made on semiconductor plants. They've got 125 liquid cones in them with hyaluronic acid and peptides. But I know those sound fancy kind of, but they're actually in our body. But we lose them, just like our collagen production, we lose them as we get older. And so what we do is we place them on our skin right before we go to bed because you know, as we sleep, our skin heats up, which enlarges our pores and allows us really great opportunity to let the medicine seep in. You'll put the Band-Aid where you want to go. So as you can see, I put it here, and sometimes I'll put it there, or even this line that's creeping up right here, I'll put it right there. And it fills a wrinkle while you sleep, no needle required, and it is just a really amazing product. What's really cool about it too is if you use it as directed, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 10 uses, not only do we see a significant difference in the appearance of your wrinkles, but we see that carry on for a couple months afterwards. So it's just been a really incredible product for us. And really, again, just bringing dermatology to the home, which is what we're always excited about. That's kind of a quick overview of our products. And again, just know our heart, guys. We are a clinical skincare line. We chose this channel, but this is what we do at our heart. We're not looking for the new fad. We are clinical skincare. That's why we have the right medicines in the right order. That's why we offer a 60-day empty bottle guarantee, just because we really truly believe that we want it to work for you, or we get your money back. We help you do that. I can tell you very honestly, when I look at Team Give as a whole every month, my return rate is only about 2%. So just really fired up when I get to offer this to people, and knowing that I feel really confident they're going to get the results they want, or I will help facilitate making sure they get that return. Now, guys, because of all of that, because our products really work and we're really fired up about sharing that with our preferred customers who are so loyal to our company, about 65% of our revenue from Rodan and Fields comes from our very loyal preferred customers. We get tons of press. We have been in Allure. Actually, our team's picture from Alexa's event was featured in Allure. We were on the Today Show last year, which was really exciting. My dear friend who I grew up, Jen Griswold, was featured on there as well as our team about really giving back and how we're redefining business ownership on our own terms. And that happens a lot. We were just in Forbes as well. A couple of our Chicago leaders are on there, and they just did us so proud. And a recent story in Forbes just a couple weeks ago, we've been in Allure, like I said, Oprah, Lucky, More, Redbook, Essence. You guys, it just goes on and on. We get so many media impressions. And why that's really so important is we're also uber connected through social, right? Most of you probably got the invitation for this event tonight through Facebook or Instagram. Being able to share information through social, we're saying, hey, check it out, my business was in the press, where Beyonce's on the cover and our AmpMD is in it, or Allure with Julia Roberts is on the front cover, and then our picture and a 10-page spread about our company is in there, and you put that on social. That's really powerful. It just really speaks to the beauty editors love us. We're always innovating. We're innovating, and we're right at the forefront of how the beauty industry is changing and how business is changing. And that's also why, like I mentioned a minute ago, Forbes has featured us, Fox Business News, just so many great publications. Also, we've had a Harvard case study done on us. And in addition to all those really great things, we actually won the American Business Award for Consumer Product Company of the Year. And why that's really important is that we earned that award out of 3,200 other consumer goods companies. So not just direct sales companies all over, from all different industries that just consume goods. And what's even more powerful than that is we won that the year after Apple won it for the iPhone. So just to give you some perspective that not only are we great in the beauty industry, not only are we great with our clinical products, not only are we great in the darlings of the Direct Selling Association, actually we just won a ton of awards this week again, but as consumer good products as a whole, we're winning so many awards and getting so much attention, really, truly because of how we're redefining the way business is done. And that really speaks to how a company like us, right, starts March 1st of 2008, and now is second to only Clinique, comparing against companies like Clinique, Estee Lauder, and Lancome, who started in the 1950s. It really speaks to how business is being done. So to wrap it up tonight and bring it back to you guys, again, I want to thank you just for being with me. I love seeing your faces and seeing all these different living rooms and restaurants, and it looks like a boutique and all these different places all over the US and Canada. You guys are the best. And whether you're a part of Team Give or you're a preferred customer who we're so thankful for, or you're thinking about this business, I would just encourage you to keep a couple things in mind. And we're big believers that it should be the right fit for you, and you should be excited about doing this business. But the reason I did this business is because, which was totally out of my comfort zone, to be quite honest with you, is just I was looking to do my life differently. I love to work, and I wanted to have something for myself and around my kids, and I love people, but I didn't want a boss telling me to do it. And I believed a lot of people had that same feeling, where they were just looking for something different, whether it was they didn't want to commute anymore, or maybe they wanted to be able to pay off their student loans, or maybe they wanted to take their kids on a trip to Disney every year, or take a little stress off the hubby, or whatever that looked like. Maybe it was putting a career on the back burner for a lot of years to raise your kids and just craving something for yourself again. This business really allows you to do that because of the vehicle that it is, but you get to be proud to partner with our doctors because our whole company's approach and motto is integrity beyond reproach. And our team's culture is all about giving back. We don't, it's just not just a motto. It's truly who we are at our core and our heart, and celebrating each other and building each other up. And you're the boss on your terms, and we're here to support you and match your efforts every step of the way. So if you're in a room and you're thinking, gosh, I am looking for something different, we would love to chat with you to see how this could be the good fit for you. And just know our heart, again, is to support you every step of the way. If this business is not for you at all, that's completely okay too. But if you don't love your products and you're looking to reverse something about your skin, or if you're looking in the mirror every day and you're like, gosh, I wish I could get rid of X, Y, and Z, we would love to talk to you about how these products could be the right fit for you. Again, we have that solution tool, which is so powerful to really identify those needs that you have in your skin and get you on a really great regimen and routine for you. And if you love your skin and that's not an interest, being in that room, being a cheerleader, being a referral to the person who invited you is so kind, and we're so thankful for that. This is our Doctor's Legacy company. They own the global acne market with Proactiv. They actually just sold the rest of their rights to Proactiv because they're fully devoted to Rodan and Fields. I think that's really powerful. I had a great privilege of having some incredible conversations with our doctors over time, and one of them came last summer with Dr. Fields, and I asked her what her goals and basically life are, because in our company we talk about our whys a lot, and she's just said, Jaime, I hope I'm 90 years old, still practicing dermatology, and just watching entrepreneurs all over the world with Rodan and Fields, and they're still in their 50s. So clearly we have a lot of upside potential here, as we had just opened Canada last year, and we're going to pre-launch Australia later this year and open it early next year. So just a lot of perspective of we will be number one in the US, and we will be across the globe, and we'd love to do it with you. And if it's not something that's for you, we just are so appreciate you being a loyal customer or our referral source. We believe that this business changes lives. I've seen it so many times. One of my dear friends just retired from her corporate America job on Monday, and it's just such a thrilling thing to see. And while we do try to passionately show kind of what the business can do financially, because that's what a lot of families are looking for, a lot can happen just from changing someone's confidence and empowering someone and changing that thing about their skin that might, they might hide behind a little bit, and that's the ball that gets rolling into changing all the different kind of aspects of their life too. So just know our heart is to truly change skin and change lives, and we're all about it. And Team Gives culture is really to give back. And again, we're so appreciative. We thank you for being there.